Living in a daydream. Ooh, such a sweet thing. Life on a big screen. It's such a beautiful scene, yeah.
Welcome back to the kitchen.
Jacob, thank you for welcoming the guests
Yeah,
to the kitchen.
love the kitchen.
Yeah.
Over a year doing this.
Yeah. Do you think we should change the intro song?
Yeah, actually. Well,
Yeah.
I do want to redo the whole intro with
Let's just talk about
people
our
we
business.
have on the podcast instead of us.
Yeah. No, I agree. That'd
Yeah.
be
But we
fun.
got to get people here first.
Yeah.
We can take screenshots of like Peyton,
Cody. And
yeah, Jared, guys
Yeah.
like that. But yeah, I want to,
Start building the community. Yeah. I
better
agree.
song too.
Yeah.
Maybe we
yeah,
should
I
change it
mean,
once a year.
Yeah.
Or
But-
get like a custom song, a
Yeah.
custom jingle
I
made
think-
for us.
Yeah. Once we find the one that really just resonates, because the one for now is good, but that was
You
just
hate
kind
it.
of like, I mean, it was
You've
good
always
for,
hated it.
it was good. It was good while it lasted.
It's still
I
lasting.
found another song.
Oh, you found a song?
Just
Oh.
Well, yeah.
Well, I
but-
say we just hire Brendan to make us a custom jingle, a
That'd be
kitchen
cool.
jingle.
Yeah, that'd be cool. He would send us a version with vocals in it too, and it would just be the weirdest thing.
We
Guy's
should though. I do want to.
incredibly
Yeah,
talented.
I want to get people on and then replace our
Living
intro.
in a daydream. Ooh.
For sure. What was I gonna say about that to you?
About the podcast.
The kitchen.
How was your Thanksgiving?
Oh, you have a hickey.
This. Let me talk
Kayla's
about it.
crazy. Wow, more of a lower cheek guy.
So
She's a left jaw type
I
kisser.
wish it was a hickey. For those
I'll
who,
give you a hickey.
For those, well,
I'm joking. Unless
no. So for those who know me, this time of year, eczema is
He gets lots of hickeys.
wild.
Oh.
No, yeah, this time
Every
of year I get so
Thanksgiving,
many
I'm-
hickeys. This time of year I get so many hickeys. No, this time of year eczema is wild for me. It's just dry. It's cold. So I went to bed last night and I woke up and apparently I just had rubbed my face raw.
could
right
have been
here.
in ski masks, bro.
Dude, I wore a ski mask to bed for a short time.
Wow.
Actually, it was really nice because it kept my ears and everything just nice and cozy. It was like a little blanket for my face. But yeah, in the way my facial hair is right now, they're like little razors, and so like I just rubbed against the grain, you know, which I've been shaving with a straight razor lately,
Oh, yeah?
ever
How's
since
that been?
watching Peaky,
Yeah.
and incredibly close, smooth shave.
Does the time consumption bother you?
It does. So I only do it for like special events.
Gotcha.
But as a result, I feel like when my facial hair grows out, it's like unreasonably prickly and like stiff now.
Oh,
I don't know if that's a side
you
effect.
need to get oil.
Beard oil.
I think so. I
Yeah.
think it's a complementary to
Yeah.
straight shaving.
I was talking. Yeah. Is that what Cole's
Or
I had
aftershave.
to talk with. There's both.
I think both.
So Cole was
Weird.
saying
Yeah, I
he
think.
used oil and aftershave.
Yeah, I think especially with your level of whisker, you
Yeah.
might want it.
Yeah.
Not me.
It's
Yeah.
rough, man. This is.
Yeah, I straight shaved for a year, and I got bored of it. But I do think
Unforgiving.
by the end of that year, my scruff came in way thicker.
I think yeah, dude.
I
Yeah.
swear. Yeah.
Depends what you use, man. But that thing will turn a boy to a man. Just depends if you have the I don't have a safety razor. It's just a straight
Yeah.
blade. And
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
first time I ever used it, hacked my whole
The cream.
dude.
I love the cream.
Yeah.
Put a little thing in there. That's
Yeah.
orange.
Yeah.
I bought like this little stone.
With the little horse
Stone
brush,
bowl. Yeah, I bought a stone bowl. Looked like a guac bowl.
like a little
Yeah.
pestle and mortar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. First time I used it, I just hacked
It's a
my
vibe.
face. Just
Yeah.
terrible.
Vibe.
But anyway, it's not a hickey, Jake.
I would say it's a hickey. Flex it.
Hey, that's why I'm still sitting on
Kayla's
this
like,
side.
I didn't give it to you. The hell?
She's like, wait, what?
Yeah, Jake is crazy.
Yeah, you should have seen the podcast.
Just wanted to say thank you, and that was his way of saying thank you.
That was his way of saying thank you for a great year.
You know, as filmmakers, I'd say one of the hardest parts of our job is finding music that really matches the vibe we're going for. I've been down that rabbit hole, hours of searching, only to land on tracks that are, fine, but not perfect, not really what I'm looking for. That's why 5 years ago, we switched to MusicBed and never looked back. The moment we started using MusicBed, we realized they're not just another generic licensing platform. They've redefined what music should be for filmmakers because the tracks are authentic, emotional, and made by real artists. I mean, like, seriously, you can really feel the difference. They've set this insane standard for quality too, and they're very picky about the amount of artists that they accept on their platform. So it's not like you're just sifting through fluff. Everything is highly curated. And their new AI-powered search tool is amazing. I can find the perfect track in minutes instead of hours. So if you're ready to elevate your work and win more clients over, head over to MusicBed and start your free 14-day trial today. Trust me, it's a total game changer for filmmakers like us. We'll put the link below.
What do we got today, Jacob, on the podcast?
Not
What do we
hickeys.
got? Not hickeys.
Vendor nightmares is a common theme of today.
Yeah, today is.
So once again, written by you.
Yep.
Stories, if you want to submit, link below. We're loving the stories you guys are submitting. It's hilarious. So yeah, this one is from a videographer, and they labeled it as a vendor nightmare.
Can I just say that I love how it's very rewarding to log in and see new stories submitted, but it's also hilarious because these are ongoing. Like,
Yeah.
I know that like we have pretty much the same people are listening week in, week out, but because they're getting new weddings and these new things are happening, just barely, like they're fresh. There's always something new happening.
Hilarious.
It's so funny.
I wish
And
I could. I
unfortunate.
might start submitting stories of ours
I mean, if you did,
anonymously,
we wouldn't know.
but you'd be like, "This sounds familiar,"
I
because you've
think
been at every wedding with me.
I've got a good poker face.
You'd be like, "Oh yeah, so and so." I'm like, "Nathan."
Just ask like very detailed questions. So like, was the bride
Yeah.
wearing a diamond?
All right, so this is from a videographer. Vendor nightmares. Here we go. I was providing both photo and video at this wedding. Shortly before the call for dinner, I went in to get my detail shots and set up for filming the speeches. The band were setting up extremely early and very unusual around here for the band to be setting up 4 hours before they're due to start. But that's fine. They're being prepared. However, they set up lighting all around the room that created what I can only describe as a zombie apocalypse green atmosphere for the entire room. Imagine a rave for The Walking Dead. That's the vibe I got. Naturally, I went over and asked one of the band members, very politely, if there was any chance they could either switch these lights off for the speeches or at least change the color to match the room lighting. Note, the band weren't providing anything for the speeches. The venue provides the microphone. The response I got was, "Don't speak to me, see the boss." We'll get to that. I decided to seek out the boss. Should have started with them. He gave me a response among the lines of, "We've been hired to provide this lighting, so it will be staying on. The band is known locally to have huge egos." Okay. Naturally, my last option was to go out and speak to the bride and groom. I explained the issues their video and photos may have if it stayed and the groom went into the room. I explained the issues that the video might have if it stayed the way it was and the groom went into the room to have a look. Instantly, he went and told the band to turn the up lighting off, which they did. I guess he's the boss.
I guess so.
I get that people are hired for what they can provide, but to potentially ruin the colors of their speeches when the band weren't actually meant to start until hours later, I felt was unreasonable. I agree.
Yeah.
The green's unforgivable. I get a blue or a pink or a purple. It's kind of trendy.
Yeah.
Green's crazy.
Green's wild.
So yeah, I wouldn't have gone to the band at all. At all. Because who knows what their direction was. So yeah, you start with the planner or the bride and groom themselves.
Yeah, it's just the dagger that they were there. Like they weren't even supposed to be there hours before. If it was like during their time where they're supposed to be performing, that's a little harder. But since they weren't even supposed to be there, that's to the planner, the bride. Well, looks like this person went to the groom, and the groom got settled.
For speeches, I wouldn't care as much because we'd have a key light and just balance our cameras to the key light.
Right.
So in the background would be like just like green, you know?
Yeah.
But still ugly. And you can always desaturate greens in post.
Yeah. Yeah.
Without ruining anyone's skin tones.
Don't speak to me, see the boss.
Valid response, to be honest.
Valid response.
Yeah.
I want to know who this band is.
Yeah. Also, why is the band being paid to do lighting? Just sing your songs. I'm not sure why they're in charge of venue lighting.
Well,
It's like us being hired and then to do something. I don't know. It's just like, why?
I mean, they usually have their lighting for like
On the
their
stage,
set,
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for like, but
But
for the entire
uplighting,
venue.
yeah,
Yeah.
weird.
I've seen DJs do that. Kind of like lower
Yeah.
budget. Like they just go around and
But at the end of the day, like, and we have to die on this hill, is you just have to kind of document what's going on. It's not your
Yeah.
job to produce. And
I think it
if
was
the couple
good, though.
walked into that room and said, "This is our lighting," and they didn't say anything, it's your job to just kind of adapt, you know?
If it was that bad though,
Right.
and the band wasn't even supposed to be there, like
Right.
if this was at like 6 p.m., the band isn't even on till like 8 or 9, it'd be like,
Right.
okay, why?
No,
why is this
yeah.
on?
To get your detail shots, I want the
Yeah.
lights off. Yeah.
Right. So glad it worked out.
Tough
Tough.
story.
Glad it worked out though.
I think we've dealt with rough lighting.
We've dealt with green lighting.
Green? I
Green
can't think of green.
as the Grinch.
When? You can just say the city.
Well, no, because they can just find that on our YouTube.
I mean, it's not bad. We clearly
No,
adapted to it.
No, it was a great film.
Yeah. Maybe
Michigan?
it'd be a good thing to show
Maybe Michigan. Remember that? Remember
green
that
lighting.
Green
I don't remember green lighting.
DJ. Green.
I don't
Don't
remember
remember Green DJ.
that. No.
Dressed in all green.
Uh-uh.
Green lights.
You
don't remember
When? What year?
Lots of green lights, Jake.
What year?
This was like 2 years ago, I guess now.
Michigan. We didn't go to Michigan 2 years ago.
Do you know what I'm talking? Do you know the
No.
wedding I'm talking about?
No. Text me.
How can I?
Did we just adapt or what? Did we ask them to change the lights?
It was kind of like facing a little away from them, and we got the DJ to turn
Oh, did we?
off the lights. Let me just see if I can't text it here, and see if this
So I
sparks your
guess we
memory.
did
So I
produce
guess-
and not document.
Oh yeah, down on the hill.
I mean, yeah, if like you know it's gonna ruin the look.
It was
Some colors aren't flattering. Though.
which. Well, I don't remember if we told him to turn it off or if he just turned it off for the speeches.
I don't remember that.
No,
at all. I don't remember
no.
that at all. That's
We
not
did.
Michigan, by the
We
way.
did because the speaker stood right next to the DJ, and the DJ had that light bar. That
Oh
was green.
yeah,
That was green.
we just some turn off.
We said, hey, like,
He was
just for
great.
speeches. Yeah, he was a dope guy.
Yeah.
We said, hey, for the speech, can you turn that off?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, sure.
Yeah,
But there was some lighting in the background that was nice.
yeah,
That wasn't green.
yeah.
So we didn't make it a big issue. It was just
I like
hey,
how you just say Michigan when that was completely wrong, but now no one will ever know where it was. So we should just tell stories and say the wrong location.
was it not Michigan? Oh, it wasn't Michigan. Yeah, no, I remember. Wrong place.
Yeah. Cool though. Yeah. No. Yeah. Did the right thing. I think this videographer did the right thing.
Definitely not Michigan.
I would have skipped the band, but
Yeah.
you did the right thing by asking.
Yeah.
You have to do your job too.
Okay. Let's do
But then what if, Nathan,
what?
the couple loves green? Hear me out. And then one of their photographers walks up to them and says, I don't know if you know this, but your venue's all green and you're going to hate your photos if we don't change it. And you're like, now you don't want to admit that you like green because a
Yeah.
professional is saying it's gross. What do you do?
Well, it's hard to believe, even if I love green, that I would want that green cast all over my skin. And
Maybe.
I feel like that's an easy conversation. Hey, it'll make your skin green.
That's where
Most
I'm
people
at.
don't want that.
You're going to look like Esmeralda or whatever the witch's name is in Wicked.
Oh, yeah.
How many more stories we have? You want to read more?
Yeah, we got more. Okay, this one is from This is a very intentional videographer. So in our forum, you can type videographer, photographer, whatever. They specifically typed video-ographer because we
With an
made those
emoji.
comments. Is this Emma? Because we said, Emma, why do you always say videographer? Anyway, this is from a videographer. Not
It's videographer.
not videographer.
There's one O.
Yeah. This is Photographer Wars. These are always going. Appreciate the good humor, though. That was good.
I do
Okay.
appreciate it.
This was one of the strangest situations I've ever been hired in. I was recently hired for a wedding where there was no photographer, just me, the videographer. Sounding pretty great so far. They did have a friend take some pictures on their iPhone, but nothing like what a professional photographer would be hired for.
Sure.
Yeah. The day was super strange. A mixture of convenient and awkward. With no photographer, there was nobody to dodge around during the ceremony. It was very convenient. Nobody to boss everybody around for their family photos, though, which was awkward. I did my own bridals-esque shoot with the couple with no photographer, which was convenient. Most of the day was peachy. I got my shots and I went home.
Convenient.
Yeah, convenient. Later on, the bride told me that before the wedding, the groom was being super anal about getting videos and pictures taken. Colorful choice of words there. Originally, he didn't
Can
want...
I just say, I hate in society that anal means two things.
I know.
And they're not even close.
I know.
I hate that.
I know. Okay. Originally, he didn't want anything. No photos, no video, nothing. He told the bride, what's the point of all that if we can just remember our day? Which
Yeah,
is,
you're going to be cursed with dementia. I promise you.
which I think is the most ironic thing ever, because that's exactly why you hire photographers and videographers. The bride was able to convince him to at least get one if she couldn't have both, and she picked a videographer, which was me. Awesome, because I got paid work, but weird since usually if people can't afford both, they usually always get a photographer at least. Oh well.
Oh, that's it.
That's it. So it wasn't so much a photographer war. This would be more of a miscellaneous.
Sure. We've been to weddings where there's no photographer or a photographer who just sucks and doesn't really direct at all.
Yeah.
It is awkward.
Or too much directing.
Yeah. But like it is weird when there's no photographer to like go off of.
Yeah.
You're kind of like in charge. It is weird.
It is.
A little uncomfy sometimes.
I would say the family photos are probably the most awkward because
I
they're
won't do that.
expecting it.
I'm
And it's
not-
like,
I'm
we
not gonna do
we
that.
don't need that.
I'm not going to do that.
No, all right, guys.
The
family-
bride or the mom or someone can.
Yeah, I feel like that's the conversation that happens before the wedding, though. It's like, hey, I mean, no photographer. We don't do family photos. Like, we're not
Yeah.
going to do that.
Awkward. I hate showing up to weddings where one of the people, the groom or the bride, wasn't on board with the purchase. I hate those moments
It's always the groom, man.
when they're like they're paying for it and they just don't want to. And you have to break them. I just hate.
It's always
we
the
usually
groom.
do, but I hate those.
Always the groom. It's never the bride. The bride wants photos. She wants video. She
One
wants
time it was
content
like the
created.
parents. I think that they couldn't fathom why they were paying so much money for photo and video, and they had a chip on their shoulder about us.
Was this an LDS wedding?
No, it was this year though. I forget who it was, but one of the parents made a comment about how much they were paying us. Like, yeah, it better be good. Or
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it's the groom, I know what you're saying. Like sometimes there's a groom that's just like you got to win him over, and I feel like that's where the same day edits really just schmooze Dynaco.
Yeah.
Really just make him open his eyes and see
Yeah.
how good it's gonna be.
Hype them up during their groom
Yeah.
prep.
For the most part, it sounds like this is pretty convenient though.
Yeah.
Not having a photographer.
Interesting for sure.
Just make it into your shoot. All right, Jake, we got two more.
Excuse me, I yawned.
We got two more, and your jaw popped. I could hear from across the room.
Yeah, every time I yawn.
Man, it hurts to listen to.
Yeah, it does. I think I broke my jaw and never got it fixed.
Really?
That's why I look like the way I do. It's just the cross-eyed Jerry.
Are there any moments you remember your jaw being hit
I do
hard?
remember one time I had jaw lock. When I yawned and I couldn't close my mouth.
Oh, that's
Have
scary.
you ever had that?
Ooh,
Oh, it's
that sounds
horrific.
terrifying.
Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't close my mouth.
What?
And I hit myself and it like popped
Oh my gosh.
and my jaw closed. I was like, oh, it was the weirdest feeling I've ever
Oh.
had. Yeah.
I don't like that. Well, we got two more stories, Jacob.
Save one for Emma.
Oh, you're right. So we got one more story.
Save the worst one for Emma, which, if you're watching this, has already been read.
A little bit of Inception.
Little
Interstellar.
Christopher Nolan timeline shift here.
Okay.
Also, did you see Christopher Nolan announced his cast for his next movie?
No. Who's in it?
Tom Holland,
Classic.
Matt Damon,
Classic.
Zendaya, sadly,
Zendaya.
and then
Okay.
some other one I'm really excited about. Here's a hot take for our viewers. I think Zendaya is the most overrated actress of our time.
Disagree. Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her, Michael B. Jordan, and Sydney Sweeney really don't offer much value to me in terms of acting capabilities.
They're all just attractive. Their bodies are attractive. That's the only thing they offer.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah. I mean, Michael B. Jordan looks
Actually,
friggin-
you know what? Actually, Sydney Sweeney has proved she can act. She's done it. But I think Zendaya plays Zendaya in every movie. Think about Greatest Showman, Dune, Spider-Man, her Disney shows, the tennis movie. She's the same person in all those movies.
no depth. No range.
Yeah, just kind of like this, like pissed off at the world, doesn't need anybody.
It's true. She always is that character.
Yeah, and it's just I'm just over it.
Yeah.
I think she's
But at least I feel like she
overrated.
plays that part well.
I'm bored. I'm
Think-
bored.
Think of Michael B. Jordan.
I'm bored of it.
not good.
Michael B. Jordan is not a good actor.
He's just not good.
I watched Black Panther the other day, and I was like,
It's like, gosh, this is hard to watch.
yeah, I'm coming into Wakanda. And I was like, bro, like, relax. You're so big.
Dude, I watched Creed 2. Oh, I don't remember. Maybe it was Creed 1.
Yeah.
And on the plane.
He's so
Dude,
stiff, man.
it was just so awkward.
He's so stiff.
There's a scene in Creed. I think it was the first Creed where he runs through the streets and like everyone on their 4-wheelers start pulling up next to him and they're like circling around him. He starts shadow boxing and he like starts talking to Rocky in the window. It's just like, man, this is the cheesiest thing I've ever
No,
seen.
it
Bad
is.
writing, but also
He might want to just go into directing because Creed 3 was one of the best movies
Yeah,
ever.
no,
and he
good
directed
director,
it. And
good
I'm like,
director.
you might be more of a producer director
be more
type
of a
in this
director.
world.
Yeah, acting.
I can't stand his movies, man. Okay, the
No.
movie I did love of him. Actually, I didn't love it of him, but Just Mercy was a pretty good movie.
That was a good one.
Pretty good
You're
movie.
right. You're right.
Definitely a better role for him.
Man, Caleb bawled like a baby in that movie.
Oh, he's in I Am Legend 2. He's playing Will Smith's son.
Is he really?
Wait, he was in I Am Legend 1?
Who was?
Michael B. Jordan? As a kid?
Is he the kid in the flashbacks? No way.
No, he's not.
Is this chat you're asking? 'Cause sometimes I mess
No,
up.
it's on his IMDb list.
There's no way he's an I Am Legend.
Hold on, you guys. This is important.
If Michael B. Jordan is in I Am Legend 1, that's going to change my entire perspective on him.
Kid. I don't think so. I could be wrong. I'm not sure why he's on that list. Yeah, horrible act. We're just bad actors. Zendaya, hard for me. There's a few others. I'm just like, why are you still in this business? Who do you know? Whose nephew are you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which Hollywood person is controlling you? Which one
Yeah.
of the elites?
someone. How did we get on this topic? Oh, Christopher Nolan's new movie. Yeah,
How'd you get on the Christopher Nolan?
the time jumping of the podcasts.
Oh, yeah.
Go on. Sorry,
All right.
guys.
This is going to be the last story.
Okay.
It's kind of a long one. It's kind of
Okay.
a doozy. Okay, this is from a videographer, Bridal Party Horrors.
Okay.
Hi, guys. Love the podcast.
Thanks.
We'll see if you like it after this one. You just rip this person apart. Just kidding. Just kidding. Thank you for the love. Thank you for being here. I'm an experienced videographer, more than 100 weddings, and I typically send out a prep questionnaire 4 to 6 weeks before the wedding. One of my final questions is along the lines of, is there anything I should know ahead of time to prevent me from putting my foot in it on the day? For example, parents are remarried, relatives passed away, etc.
Divorces.
Yeah, divorces.
Great question.
Great question. One couple had missed the deadline I set to return my questionnaire. I sent a reminder and got no response. I then phoned and was told it would be completed the next day. At this point, we're only 3 days away from the wedding, Jacob. They didn't complete the questionnaire that following day. Fortunately, I have a good relationship with the venue manager, and they forwarded me a lot of the info I needed to get somewhat prepared. On the night before the wedding, I received a half-completed questionnaire, and the response to my aforementioned question about family relations I should be aware of: we're a broken family, and we will take offense. Okay. I arrive in the morning, and every supply. I'm just trying to picture one
Offense to
person. Just like setting this person up for failure, man.
We're broken. Good luck.
Good luck. We're a broken family, and we'll take offense. I arrive in the morning, and every supplier is saying they've had huge communication issues with the couple. We then see all the big light up lettered sign saying Mr. and Mrs. with the surname, but the surname was missing a letter. Apparently, it was misspelled. The venue manager contacted the company who had supplied and set these up the night before, but they were in another city, so they couldn't bring the missing letter. It turns out the bride had misspelled her husband-to-be's surname 3 different times when inquiring and ordering the sign. Fortunately, another company managed to supply the missing letter before anyone from the wedding party found out. When I went to meet the bride, I delicately asked about the response in my questionnaire, and she laughed and said, "Oh, I meant we won't take offense." So that was a relief.
This bride should not be in charge of planning this wedding.
A few other
It's a
hiccups.
crucial typo.
A few other hiccups throughout the day, but overall a lovely, wild couple who just wanted to have fun on their day, but very poor communication is always a concern for me.
That's crazy.
We're a broken family, and we will take offense.
What category did they put this in?
This was bridal party horrors.
That's hilarious. This bride should not be in charge
She
of
should
anything.
not be a wedding
No.
planner. No.
That's hilarious. That reminds me, we Garrick and Aaron,
Yeah.
they inquired about the wrong date. So the contract, everything. There's
Just
there's so
missing.
many firewalls to go through before
Yeah.
you pay that you see your date,
Double check.
and
triple
they
check.
did. And it wasn't until I sent the pre-wedding questionnaire, I think 6 weeks before their wedding day.
Oh
I
my
hadn't booked my flights
gosh.
yet because I was like, I just buy Allegiant back
Right.
then. And I in all my questionnaires, I always ask again for the wedding date. I do it on the post-booking questionnaire and the pre-wedding questionnaire.
That's good. That's good.
And it just says wedding date. Just want to make sure we're all on the same page, and their full names and everything. And he put the different
A
date.
different day.
And so I looked at the date, all of our contracts, everything. Want to make sure. And I said, "Hey man, Garrick." I was like, "Hey Garrick, what day's your wedding?" And he's like, "This day." I was like, "Garrick."
You messed up, man.
He was like, "Bro," I'm like, and it was the day. It was a day different.
I mean, that
so it
would
was
have
a
been
Friday instead of a Saturday. I
if
think,
you
or
would have
vice versa.
flown in though.
Yeah.
That would have been that's crucial.
Yeah, hilarious though. So I'm so glad I reached out.
Oh my gosh.
Because it was hilarious.
How do you misspell your future last name?
That's
wrong
crazy.
3 different times.
That hurts. That would hurt my ego if I was the husband.
If you're the husband and you know your bride to be,
You don't care about me.
misspells your name 3
I
different
mean, what's
times.
the name though? What if it's like
Yeah,
Wazowski?
Yeah.
You know,
You would think
Weisler's
I mean,
hard.
I mean, you would think though.
Yeah.
For how long they've been dating,
Yeah.
probably.
Bummer.
That's hilarious. I'm just picturing that line. We're a broken family, and we will
We
take
will
offense.
take offense.
What would you do if you read that? Just like,
Walking on eggshells.
yeah, I would
And the
just
most
be.
chill people. Oh no, we're broken. We don't care.
I know, dude. Like, if someone submitted that on our form, it's not like we're just letting that go. We know we're going into that wedding. Just don't say anything. Don't do anything.
No,
that
I jump
can
on a
even-
call. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, sorry. What? Clarify for this.
Yeah. You kidding me?
Clarify.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
Funny.
that was a funny one.
Great story. You guys submit your stories. These are fun.
Yeah,
Fun to
thanks
read.
for being a part of the podcast.
And after this, we're gonna be in December. Any Christmas
Holy.
plans, Nathan? Won't be eating well. Tell you that.
Won't be.
No. No Christmas ham for you.
No, dude. No Christmas ham. Maybe I'll try baking a Christmas festive bread. I don't know. Every other year we do. Have you ever been to Luminaria?
No, I'm gonna go this year.
It's kind of cool.
Bring Amelia.
Yeah, it's fun. We're gonna do that as a family. Other than that, like no Christmas plan. Honestly, just like the spirit of Christmas. The whole month is just
fun.
fun.
That's all I'm saying, man.
Just hot cocoa. Go see the lights downtown.
Make those picture cookies.
Maybe go to like Park City. Walk around Main Street one night.
Sad that Salt Lake is still under construction.
I know.
It's always a classic.
I know.
Yeah.
Is that done next year?
I don't know. I've been saying it for so long.
What about you? You got plans?
No. Just I'm gonna take a picture of Amelia hanging in a stocking over our fireplace and Photoshop me out of it. So it looks like she's just literally hanging. Just a bunch of baby stuff. Make her an elf on the shelf.
Yeah.
No, nothing.
How is experiencing the holidays with a
It's
young
different.
Just different.
Yeah. I mean, this will kind of be our first official one. Halloween was awesome.
Yeah. How was Halloween?
But yeah, it's just like, I don't know. You get to see the world differently. It's refreshing actually,
yeah.
because I'm a very negative guy sometimes. So it's refreshing to see the world through pure joy again. I'm excited for Christmas. It'll be fun. I
Yeah.
think Kenzie wants a pebble ice maker.
Funny you say that. We
Found out
just
they come
talked
in
about
white.
that.
Yeah. we thought they only came in black, because it had to be on our counter, and it just looks too big.
Yeah.
And our backsplash is white, and our cabinets are white, so it just wouldn't have matched the vibe. And all of our appliances are silver, so it just was anyway.
No, yeah.
So we found they come in white, so that's probably gonna be our big gift to each other this year is our Pebble Ice Maker.
Funny. We were literally just talking about this yesterday.
Yeah.
The Pebble Ice Makers.
Yeah, you should get one.
Maybe we will.
Yeah, so we'll pour it next to our Ninja Creamy.
You still use that?
No,
I haven't used mine in a while
I
either.
need to use it more.
Dude, you want to know what I got?
It's just like the prep that it's
the
it's you have to know the day before you make something
Yeah.
is what.
You want to know what we got recently that's a game changer?
Okay.
A little vegetable chopper.
Oh. Which one?
So,
Because I have the dicer.
see, when I was in college, like I got a dicer and it didn't work.
Oh,
It kind of like
great
smashed.
dicer.
It kind of like smashed
Oh,
it more than
did
anything. It's just like it looks like a little. It's a little container and has this square grater.
Oh,
and a
like
little
an egg.
lid. Yeah, like an
slicer.
egg thing, and you just
Yeah.
put things on there. You just chop
Yeah,
it.
send
Like
me a link.
game
I actually would
changer.
love that.
Game changer, and it's actually
All my Christmas gifts will be kitchen things, actually.
Yeah.
this year.
dude. Yeah, dude. That vegetable chopper has been phenomenal. Yeah. Hopefully it's a good Christmas. Should be
I
pretty
bought
fun.
poultry shears last night.
Really?
Yeah, because I have to spatchcock a turkey. And you have to, I mean, kitchen scissors work,
What
but
is what? What's
poultry
the term
shears are better.
spatchcock?
So spatchcocking is when you take a bird. This is graphic. Get ready. You take a bird, and if you cook a bird, a full bird, there's two ways to do it: on its back, or on a chicken, or on a poultry throne.
Yeah.
It's like this ceramic thing, and you can fill the throne with juice, usually
Right.
apple cider, infuse it with flavor. But because that it cooks, unless you're offset smoking, it cooks unevenly.
Okay.
The breasts usually, or the dark meat doesn't usually get as cooked as the white meat. So when you spatchcock, you turn it on its back or back facing up, and you cut out the spine of the bird
Okay.
with shears. You take out the spine, and you turn it back over. So now there's a cut, and then you press down like CPR as hard as you can to break the breastbone, and so that it flattens. So then your bird's spatchcocked is now flattened. So it's kind of
So
like
it's kind of
like
heating it even.
butterflied is
Yeah,
another way to
butterfly.
say it. Yeah. So then it cooks evenly and better, and that way all the meat cooks at the same.
It's crazy. That was a living, breathing bird.
Yeah.
Now you're just
The
ripping. out
con
spine.
is, my opinion, the con of spatchcocking is when you full cook a turkey or a bird, you can stuff the inside with stuff.
right. Can't do it with this.
No, you can stuff it with onions and garlic and seasoning
Yeah,
and
just stuffing.
apples, whatever you
Yeah.
want, stuffing. You can't do that with that. But the big pro that everyone is it does make your meat better,
Huh.
and more juicy.
Huh.
So I'm gonna spatchcock it. I spatchcocked it last year and I loved it. Yeah.
I guess listening to this, Thanksgiving's already happened, so you already will have
Yeah.
spatchcocked.
Yeah.
Your
But
turkey.
I'll be spatchcock. Probably I might do a spatchcock chicken for Christmas. We'll see.
Man, I think I want to dial in some like rolls, some like
Yeah, I mean,
classic rolls. Remember those rolls we had at Fountain Blue at Q? No, not Q. At
the
Komodo.
Japanese ones.
Komodo. The milk rolls, the
The milk
Japanese
rolls.
milk rolls.
Actually, I would love to do a Vegas weekend
I
and
would
go to
love to do it.
go to Fontainebleau.
You talking about Christmas or just anytime?
maybe January.
January would be fun. That'd be the year mark from when we filmed with them.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
New Year's?
I'll be in.
I
St.
guess we'll
George.
be in.
Yeah.
Wait.
After
We're going to
New
New
York,
York.
I'll be in St. George. We get back the 30th.
Second year in a row, I'm going to New York.
Yeah, join New York.
Second year in a row, you go to St. George when I go to New York.
Yeah. Anyway, all right, guys.
Okay.
Guys, also, who do you want to see on our podcast?
Please let
Tell
us know.
us. We'll invite them.
We have a solid lineup of people that we want,
Yeah.
and we're doing something different. As much as possible, we're not going to be doing remote podcasts. We're going to be flying people in,
Yeah.
as much as possible.
Mhm.
There's just different chemistry when you're in the same room as them. So you've already heard Emma.
Mhm.
We've been talking with Will Sarmiento for years. It feels like to try to get him in here. So let us know who you want in here.
People we already want: Will, Jay and Mac, Jason McCutcheon, Larev, and that content creator.
I would love, honestly, another one with so Taylor, the content creator. I would love another one with Jared Sullivan.
We'll love that in person.
Even Cody Pettengill. He was the first guest we really had on here.
Mhm.
He'd be fun. Peyton Helm would be good to bring back. Kyle Smith from 87 and Smith would be sick.
Would love Brady Huff too. He's an interesting
Brady
guy.
would be dope. Yeah. So let us know. Let us know who you guys want to see on here.
We will invite them.
And
Maybe Parker. Oh, we have to have Landon on.
yeah,
Kinda Landon and Parker.
Yeah, Landon. We've been talking. Yeah, Landon
We
owes us.
should get Landon on next month.
Yeah,
He owes us big time.
He owes us big time. And yeah, we'll just chat with him. We'll just try to break him.
Be fun to have Parker on. I'll text him. All right, you guys.
Love
See you
you,
next
bye.
week on the kitchen.